Welcome back to All Things Weather with Anthony and Brody. Let's take a look at your hurricane outlook because NOAA released their portion of the hurricane outlook today and this morning as of 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And what they're going for is 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 hurricanes, 4 to 7 of those becoming major hurricanes. The average, as you can see, 14 named storms for average, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes on average. You can see we are well above that most ambitious forecast from NOAA since 2017, I believe. 85% chance of above average season, 10% chance of a near normal season, so which would be those numbers for near normal, and then 3 or 5% chance of below average forecast. So quite busy active season that we are anticipating here in the Atlantic. But right now we've got this one little tropical disturbance just off the coast of Cuba. That will move off toward the north and east, toward Bermuda and parts of the Atlantic. Good news is there's low chances for formation within the next 48 hours and the next 7 days. Only a 10% chance at best for each of those. So that will hang out with the fishies and go out to the mid-Atlantic. No threat to any U.S. mainland over with that disturbance. Now, climatologically speaking, where are we for June? We're very low, maybe a hurricane or two. Really don't start to climb the ladder until about August, and then we go into September. September 10th is the peak of hurricane season, and then we start to take the or walk back down the ladder as we get toward the end of hurricane season. So hurricanes, or the tropics right now, are quiet, but I hear that local forecast, Anthony, is quite busy.
Yeah, Brody, I'm not wearing this tie just because I think it looks good. I'm wearing it because we're getting some active weather. We got a round of rain early this morning. That dissipated quickly, and then another pretty strong line of storms came into our area. It did weaken, but we certainly have been getting active weather, and we'll continue to see some active weather over the next couple of days. There's another line that's going to be pushing in later this evening. This one has been a little bit, it may happen or may not happen, but then what we know is overnight, take a look at this, a pretty strong line of storms is going to push in. This is probably going to have some embedded strong wind gusts in it, and then another round of rain early for your Friday morning. But it's looking like we will dry up for your Friday evening, so any Friday evening plans are looking a little bit better, but then this cold front comes closer to us, and what that's going to do is help ignite some more showers and thunderstorms into your morning, your afternoon, and evening plans for your Saturday. I do think Sunday is going to be a bit drier, so good news, a little bit of positive news, but it should be a little bit cloudy for your Sunday as well. And then this little front, I call it a big front because it's going to come in, it's going to dry us out and make us feel comfortable for next week. But the name of the game over the next couple of days is going to be this: humidity and some rain chances. So by 11 o'clock, we will be in the lower 80s. Do have a 40% chance of rain at 11 o'clock, and notice how those rain chances do dwindle down into the evening as well. It will be fairly humid in the evening hours, but your Friday evening plans are looking good to go as far as rain, but I'll just keep around a chance, about 20%, that we see a stray shower in the afternoon. So we're under a severe threat. It is a slight risk. Now, this is for the early morning hours tomorrow. Notice, I do think the primary threat, and so does the Storm Prediction Center, that the main threat will be damaging wind gusts, along with that Boeing line I showed you earlier. Also, a flash flooding threat cannot be ruled out, but a tornado threat is fairly low. We're under 2 out of 5 risk for tomorrow, but for your Saturday, we're only under a marginal risk. There's still going to be a chance that we see some damaging wind gusts, but the threat is lower, and notice that tornado threat is going to be low as well. Now, I made this graphic for you. It's showing the tornado threats, what we usually expect for the month by month in the entire state of Mississippi, and you can see that's an eyesore for April, about 16 storms per tornadoes per year, and then it drops off as we head into the summer months, and then ticks a little bit back up as we head to the winter months. So it's not a rule of thumb that the storms are not going to have a tornado. It's just a little bit of climatology for you. Now let's get back into your weekend forecast. Memorial Day weekend is looking warm. It's looking humid. Starkville has only gotten to 90 degrees once the entire year so far. I'm expecting that to happen 2 times this weekend. Sunday being a fairly warm and humid day with temperatures in the lower 90s. So yeah, we're going to be dealing with that for the weekend. Monday, there's another storm chance as that front pushes in. Take a look what happens after that. Temperatures respond, and they drop down to the mid-80s. Now, that's normal for this time of year, but it's definitely going to feel refreshing as you head out. And take a look at that with a low of 60 degrees into Wednesday.